Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 13, and this might be my favorite episode of the season so far. Epic battles, crazy stuff going on. Yuji's running around, seeing all these deformed humans killing other humans. He's kind of trying to figure out whether or not he can save everybody or save as many people as possible. And then the Salmon guy shows up, so it's good. He's got the microphone. He has his own technique, and he'll be perfectly fine here. So let's go ahead and skip through the intro. So this guy's name is Choso, Choso, I believe, and he sees Itadori. He's like, yup, that's the guy I want to kill. Instantly, without hesitation, before Itadori even touches the ground, uses blood manipulation, that's his curse technique, to go after Itadori. And it is just a crazy epic battle. He asked if his brothers had any final words. He said they'd just cry. Yuji, quickly realizing he's getting overpowered, fairly easily. He needs to get close up. He's having a very difficult time dodging all of these attacks. Really, really crazy attacks. Really cool to see this happen. So he is now trying to figure out the timing of the attacks. So that's what he's doing. And right here, he's like, I have a 50-50 shot of dying. So hopefully I'm right. Hopefully it lands on heads, not tails. And he's like, yup, it's only fast. He gets stabbed in the foot. He gets shot at. He's cut across the face, as you can see. He kind of has these, I would call it like a shotgun shell kind of attack, where they just have all these little micro explosions all over the place. But then Mechamaru is saying, hey, I've seen this technique before. Convergence, compress, and condense the blood, leading to piercing blood and blood edge. She's kind of describing it. So as a Chojo without blood loss has almost no weakness. So he basically needs to get him to bleed out, or there's really nothing he can do. So the plan that Mechamaru came up with, not Itadori, lucky he had some help, is to dilute the blood in water. So he goes to the bathroom, breaks all the toilets, breaks all the faucets, to shoot water all over the place, significantly weakening him. However, he can still manipulate the blood inside his body, which essentially means he can harden the blood inside his body. However, the downside to that is it can cause some blood clots, which he's not an actual person, I don't believe. So I don't think that would apply to him. I could be wrong. But apparently, this technique is passed down in a clan. So he's probably some member of this clan, or something along those lines. But to my knowledge, these were like cursed objects. He was a cursed womb, cursed painting, if I remember correctly. So he has a curse. So I don't see how that would affect anything. But it worked for a while. Itadori's kind of going toe-to-toe with him. One complaint I do have is it seems like there is a lot of like still shots. So like, there's literally no movement at all. They're just kind of standing there waiting for the next move to happen, looking at each other. The animation was really good, don't get me wrong. Here Itadori ends up getting shot in the liver. At this point, he realizes, his duty isn't necessarily to get to Gojo, but it's to get people as close to him as he can. So Itadori is like, whatever, I got shot, I might die, but if I can stop this guy, that's one less person that's in the way from getting to Gojo. And that's the plan. Itadori is very strong. He knocks some teeth out of him. I don't know how long it takes him to heal, things along those lines. But they're going neck and neck, fighting. Itadori is grabbing whatever the heck he can find to throw at him as a weapon. Definitely working. Seems like they're on even ground. But then he hardens up his one fist, and it's becoming more evident that he probably isn't going to win. Choso hardens not only his arm, but the side of his body. So he anticipated that it was still possible for Yuji to use his left arm. So instead of getting a really good hit, he did not. Chojo got a really good hit. And then somehow after the fact. I don't know if this is like a curse technique or what. It says something, yeah, right here. Suddenly something floods into Choso's mind. It says non-existent memories, non-existent memories. So I'm wondering if this is now we're learning of Itadori's technique, where maybe he has the ability to, by mixing blood or something, to implant fake memories in someone's mind. And it's essentially him, his brothers, and Itadori all having this little picnic. You know, he's feeding them, just having a good time, you know, nice family picnic. I don't know if this is the result of a blood clot, because they said, you know, if he hardens the blood inside himself, that can result in a blood clot. But he kind of ends up just walking away, and we don't know if he's going to die or what's going to happen. But I'm sure we'll find out next episode, which is, you know, cliffhanger, not fair. We actually do get a little bit of a scene at the end with these two girls that we've seen Gojo, not Gojo, Geto with previously, come up to Itadori. I'm assuming they have all the Sukuna fingers, and Itadori was still breathing when he left, so Itadori's still alive. I'm assuming they're going to force feed him a whole bunch of Sukuna fingers. You know, Itadori can't really rely on Sukuna. Sukuna kind of comes out when he wants to. This is actually the first time we've seen Sukuna this entire season. And he was like, you know, you lost to somebody this week. How boring. He says something along those lines. And who knows? Maybe he won't. Maybe him getting all of these fingers will give him the power that he needs. I mean, he's already had, I think, like 3 of them, I want to say, at this point, is in her system. And I think they have quite a few themselves. I know they have quite a few, and then Jujutsu High School also has quite a few. I don't remember if some of them got stolen or not. They could have gotten stolen, but I know we don't have a complete set of all 20 of them, because you got to remember there's 20 fingers, not 10, like a normal person, because he had 3 arms. But interesting to see if Itadori is actually getting a technique minus the double hit. You know, this guy even says, Chojo even says, you know, what a fantastic technique at one point when they were fighting, but without a technique besides the whole double hit, if he can't get close to an opponent, which you know, Chojo was using his mind, his brain, and keeping Itadori at bay as best he could up until the point where they got into the bathroom with the water diluting all of his blood. He's not super effective. You know, doesn't have a long range attack currently. So maybe mind manipulation is going to somehow turn into Yuji's technique, but who really knows? But definitely a good episode overall. We'll give this one an 8 out of 10. So the fighting was good, choreography was good, everything about it was good. My biggest complaint is it seemed like there was a lot of waiting. I mean, maybe that was purposeful. You know, I could see them doing it a couple times, but it seems like there was a constant freeze frame, if you will. Like they were like, all right, let's just let this frame play out for 3 to 5 seconds, and we'll put, you know, maybe 10, 15 of those in there, and it'll kill some time for the fight. We won't have to animate so much of the fight. We'll make it look like they think they're thinking or something. That's my guess, is how that played out in the animation studio. But who knows? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. There we go. Sound like Porky Pig over here. And leave a like, too. Share, too, if you like the video. Sharing, all of it helps. All of it is appreciative. Other than that, thank you for watching. And as always, have a good one.